Last week you saw me finally have the flooring in the laundry room completely transformed by installing all new vinyl planks. I also installed all new baseboards and door trim, as well as paint a wooden door the same color as the restroom door. This week we are finishing the baseboards and trim by caulking all of them. I am using a paintable 20-minute caulk. Thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. Skillshare is a community with thousands of online members and classes across 150 countries. It's a place to get inspired, learn new skills, or further enhance your current skills and put them to work in impactful ways. I first discovered Skillshare over a year ago now, and at the time I was struggling with knowing how to manage my time since working from home was all new to me. I took classes offered by Mike Vardy called Productivity Habits That Stick and Ali Abdul on how to organize your workflow to maximize productivity. Since then, I've continued to grow not only in understanding how to plan my day-to-day, but also diving more into the ins and outs of interior design. Since I am renovating my 1950s home, I'm trying to absorb all of the skills I can and really put them to use. The class by Emily Anderson called Tips and Techniques for Your Interior Design is the most recent one that I took. Skillshare has new premium classes launching each week, so there's always something new to discover. They are also ad-free, so you won't be interrupted while learning or enhancing your skills. From learning productivity habits, interior design, freelancing, and how to make your side hustle successful, you can be sure to find classes that match your goals and interests. Skillshare is offering the first 1,000 people to use the link down in the description a 1-month free trial. Thank you again to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. Before I could paint everything, I had to add wood filler to all of the nail holes. Instead of sanding, what I like to do is I like to take just a damp rag and just go over it that way. Make sure it's just damp, not like completely wet, because if it's wet, it will remove way more than what you want. But this way, it's kind of like wet sanding really. This way you don't make a mess, and you also get rid of what you need to get rid of. This is a painter's rag, by the way. Ta-da! I painted 2 coats of the semi-gloss on all of the trim and baseboards. To paint the doors, I used both a brush followed by a foam roller to get a smooth finish and no brush marks. I taped off and primed the windows using Kiehl's original oil-based formula. These windows will eventually be replaced, and they are the last on the priority list compared to other windows in the house, so painting them white will give me the look I will eventually have. Okay, so not sure if you guys remember or not, but I never actually finished off these cabinets on the very top. I want to cover the gap that I left. I'm going to do it basically the same way I did the top of my other cabinet here across. I'm just going to measure, let's see, 11 3/4. I used 2-inch lattice trim and secured it with brad nails. I picked up this countertop from Home Depot. It was $69 or $68, something like that. I'm gonna be cutting it and trimming it to fit my sink here. And this one comes with a backsplash. Home Depot didn't sell the ones where it's just like a straight board without the backsplash. I don't think I want the backsplash just because it takes up so much space from here. So I think I'm gonna try to remove it after I cut it down to size, and just to make sure that I actually don't want it and before I mess up this countertop. I don't want to mess it up and then not have anything to work with. I was just putting it here just to see if I like the way it looks. And I think once everything is caulked and painted and done, it'll look really good. Just nice and clean. Remember, this sink is pretty big, and it's not a big countertop space that I need. It's literally just the edge and over behind the sink where the faucet is gonna go. I would prefer less gray in this marble coloring, maybe a little bit more warmth in it, but I think it'll work. I think it'll be okay. So yeah, let's go ahead and take some measurements. As of now, the sink is not installed. It's just been sitting in here the whole time. So I'll have to remove that, install it, and then hopefully we can get our faucet installed as well. Let's get to work. I transferred over the width of the countertop and placed tape so that it would help not blister when I cut it. I flipped it over and then marked exactly where I would be cutting. I then took measurements of the actual sink and transferred those over and marked them the same exact way so I could cut out the opening. I did go back and place the countertop in place after every cut to make sure it was still fitting properly. In order for me to remove the backsplash, I had to remove that small lip on the top so that the countertop would sit flat on my table saw. I don't think this is as safe as it could be, so I don't know that I would 100% recommend it. Like mentioned before, my Home Depot didn't carry the straight boards without the backsplash attached, otherwise I would have used one of those instead. After reading over the installation instructions on the faucet, I marked where to make all 3 holes. I centered it to the sink drain. I didn't realize it stayed stuck in here, so gotta get those out before I can do the next one. I bought the matching edging you can just iron on to cover all the exposed particle board. To install the sink, I used silicone on all of the points of contact for the sink before putting it in place. I double checked the countertop fit before securing it the same way using silicone. I added a couple of 45-pound plates to help weigh it down until the silicone was set. I finally got my hardware in, and I'm actually using the same hardware that I used on my kitchen island. I really like the quality of that hardware. It's really, really nice. It's on the pricier side for only 5 of them. I think it was like $25 or something like that. I'm just gonna go ahead and install these. Like I said, they come in a pack of 5. I hate when companies do that because, like, who really needs only 5 of them, right? Like, it's an odd number, and usually you need an even number in order to complete your set, but whatever. They look just like this. They're super nice. I think they're really nice. I used silicone caulk to seal the edge of the sink to avoid any water seeping through. I actually decided to add the backsplash back, but I trimmed it down a little bit smaller. I clamped it down and let it sit overnight before coming back the next morning and removing the clamps. Next, I worked on caulking and sealing all of my edges before adding the end caps to the countertop to finish it off. Unfortunately for me, my local IKEA is completely out of shoe storage cabinets in any of the varieties that they offer until further notice, so I could not get to that project just yet. I ordered one of them from Amazon instead and hope to have that in very soon to finally finish off this laundry room. My runner did, however, show up early, and my manager was super eager to unroll it and make sure she approved of the colors. It's been a long and fun ride, but hang tight until we finish this project. Thank you for all of your love and support. Be kind, and I'll see y'all next week. Bye.